just I know it's been a minute since I came on here and made a video, and guess what? I will have a story time about why I did not make videos for like a year or two, or why things went a little slow down in my life when it came to making videos and stuff like that, you know. But I do want to say this. For the most part, I want to say this. From what I got going on in my life right now, and my perception of life, or how I think about things, you know, just don't let anybody make you feel like, you know, you're not choosing yourself. At the end of the day, you need to choose yourself no matter what. And it's okay for a while. To me, I feel like it's okay sometimes if you don't choose yourself for a minute. You know, sometimes you don't choose yourself for a minute, because that's never good. But for the overall result, it's okay, because sometimes you gotta not choose yourself to know why you need to choose yourself, so that when you do make the decision on choosing yourself, you are no mercy, and you are making it out of clear decision in life, you know. So I feel like sometimes you have to make that decision, and sometimes if you don't make that decision on your life by not choosing yourself, that's okay when you can make something of it. You get what I'm saying? But if it's something you never choosing yourself, to never choose yourself, that's terrible. But you got to choose yourself. You got to choose yourself for you. You got to choose yourself for your child. You have to choose yourself for sanity, for God, for life, for family, for the higher sake of things. You have to choose yourself, because things will make you feel like I heard something that Wallow said the other day. Wallow said people will make you feel like you ain't good enough because they can't control you. Because a person can't control you, or you're not doing what they say, they will make you feel like you're not good enough, or they will make you feel like you're not doing the right thing with your life. And that's not the truth. You are always doing the right thing with your life, as long as you're okay with doing it without that person. As long as you're okay with that person never being in your life, and you continuing on your journey, you are always doing the right thing. So, and we don't want to look at life in that perspective when we are in a situation where we feel we want to deal with a person, or we want to find a reason to fuck with a person, or you in lust or some shit, or for some reason you need to be blind about something, you know. So that's all I'm saying is, like, when choosing yourself has been nudging you long enough, when choosing yourself has been nudging you, when choosing yourself has been nudging you long enough, you need to fucking do that. You know what I mean? I don't think God's gonna punish you for not choosing yourself one time. I don't think God's gonna punish you for that, because one time you didn't choose yourself, 2 times you didn't choose yourself, 3 times you didn't choose yourself. I don't think you can get punished for that. I think you are just gonna literally get punished. And I hate to use literally as a term, because literal, they say that's like a low IQ term of a person that they use, but for real, you gotta choose yourself at the end of the day. That's it. You have to choose yourself at the end of the day. Because if you nudge yourself, if nudging to choose you nudges you enough and you don't do that, you're gonna start getting punished. And I believe that you can get away with a little bit for so long, but you are not gonna get away with it forever. When something has been nudging you for so long that you need to get done, and you don't do it, and now it's at the point you're just clearly ignoring it, you disrespecting God, you disrespecting the universe, you disrespecting whatever's looking out for you up there. So I feel like you got to make a change right there. You know what I mean? So you got to choose yourself. You got to choose yourself for your children, your child, your future life. If you don't have a child, you got to choose yourself for your future life. I seen a speech where KRS-One was saying one time, where he said, you know, you're living your life for 10 years ahead of you. So right now I'm 34 years old. So I'm living my life for my 44-year-old self right now, because when I pay my bills, when I pay my credit, when I build my life up, when I invest right now, this is for my benefit when I'm that age. 10 years age up. This ain't for right now, because this is right now for what it is, but this is going to help me later on when I'm trying to do something bigger in my life. So you are always living your life for your future self. Like I said, so if you don't have any kids, don't ever feel like, oh, you know, I'm living my life for whatever the hell happens, you know, because you can have a kid at any moment. And my child's father was a situation like that, you know what I mean? Like, I recently lost him, and he had lived his life. I can tell before he met me, I seen the life that he lived in, the life that he met when he met me, you know what I mean? And God bless his soul, he was good. We went through a lot of shit, but he ended up being a good person at the end of the day when you balance everything out. But I know the life that he lived before. My daughter would never understand that, you know, because he changed his life when she came. But I know the life he lived before, and I'm like, oh man, he lived like he didn't know he was ever going to have a daughter and be in this situation. So, you know, don't ever think that can never happen to you. Don't ever think something can never happen to you. Don't ever think that. Because I was a person who feel like, oh, this can never happen to me or whatever. And I still have those kind of thoughts, which I don't like that I have those kind of thoughts, because I know too much to have those kind of thoughts, but I ain't perfect. But, you know, most deaf, I'm just learning in my life, you know what I mean? So, all right, you guys, like I said, I will have a story time about why I didn't go live for a moment in years or whatever, because honestly, it's been years, and that's crazy, you know what I mean? But life happens, and you know, I'm in a different space in my life right now. You know, I must say, like, I am a licensed massage therapist now. I was not a licensed massage therapist in the last video that I made when I put on YouTube. So, you know, life is up and down. So I will talk to you guys soon.